From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield? I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He can run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they
Cordero Patterson, the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
His kick is
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Rashawn Gary on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
22 yards. First down, Bengals.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Derrick Henry.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
He's across midfield.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And a Bengal first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
18-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And it's a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On 2nd and 7, Murray escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Murray has the first down and more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Murray slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
His kick is
extra point
good.
by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14 to zip. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Murray's going to keep it on the option. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 21. Bengals
Here's Martin
9.
now following the score as he'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second and 9,
that's the way to run it, boy.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Second and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's complete to Golden Tate. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A toss right to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Intended for Trey Burton.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 29-yard
The kick by McManus is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now, the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Mack. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Score, Chiefs 21, Bengals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs take over first.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And they run the option on 2nd down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score, Chiefs 28, Bengals 10.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Murray escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's third down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He'll run it. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by Ben.
No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 26-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kevin Minter. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2. and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Julian Okwara there to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Airing this one out for Evans. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
50 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
On play action, it's Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
A gain of 42 yards.
He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
44, Mike,
44. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand
31.
for a fun that last